Yeah. You know what? I like the players.
Hey guys, it's Bri and
Desi.
It's
been a while.
It's been a few weeks. But we have 2 story times for you.
Right.
The second one's not really like a story time, it's more like explaining what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
I explained part of it in the last video while we were editing, but I'm gonna let Destiny tell you her story first because I don't know, y'all.
I went to my friend's house and I was hanging out with her and we were going to her mom's car to go sit in there, and I was walking down the stairs. I don't care if this is an embarrassing story, but
It's so funny.
I was walking down the stairs and I was paying attention. I wasn't on my phone or anything.
Which is surprising because if she was on her phone, it would make more sense, but
This does not make sense. And when I walked down the stairs, I missed a step, I'm pretty sure, and I just fell. Full blown just fell. My friend didn't push me or anything. She was in front of me. And next minute I know, my ankle went the opposite direction and it hurt a crack. So then today I went to urgent care. I don't know when this is going to be posted, but April 16th I went to urgent care.
yup.
And they said that I sprained a ligament in my leg.
Yes. So now she's in a boot and she has crutches. They're back there, but also you may notice we're in a different vehicle.
Right.
So that's another story time. But my car is having issues. So I drove it up to Albany to go to Albany Med for the next story time. You'll understand the reason for that.
Right.
But I drove my car up to Albany. My brake light was on. My brake light has been on since November, which is when I got the car.
November of this year.
Yeah. November 2024. And
Still this year.
yeah. So that needed to be changed. My oil needed to be changed. And we brought it to the shop last week. And they said that my wheel bearing is shot. And it somehow fused my axle and I can't think of what the other thing is. Somehow fused these 2 things together. So we had to get a whole new axle and the other part and a new wheel bearing. So I don't have my car. They also found some other things wrong with my car. I can't think of what those things are right this second, but now I'm not gonna have my car for a little bit. It may be back tomorrow. It may not be. I have no idea. They ordered the axle yesterday and it got brought today. So they're gonna put that on tomorrow. And hopefully after they're done doing that, my car will be fixed and I can go pick it up and drop the truck off to my dad. Which I'm really hoping that that's the case because I'm kind of sick of driving this truck around.
I'm also doing my nails in the car.
Yeah. I've also spent $200 to fill this truck up twice. So I don't got the money for that. This truck is just a lot.
Right.
But yeah. So on to the next story time. Sorry if I start crying. It's kind of sad. Like, it makes me really upset. But I will be okay. So in March, it was like It's March 2nd. We found out that my best friend Chloe, her grandmother,
We were actually supposed to film with her.
we were supposed to film with her the other day when she was with us. However, we didn't. She's in the last video that we posted.
That was our outro.
No.
Positive? That was our outro, honey.
No, it wasn't.
I could have sworn.
No. It was right after, it was in the middle of the fucking video.
Of us editing?
Yeah. So that wasn't our outro. But anyways, not the point. She's in the last video for a couple minutes anyways.
So, we kind of explained the whole situation.
We explained part of it, but we found more information out last night.
Oh, yeah. Well, she did, not we.
I
but
did, but
she told me about it.
I told Destiny about it this morning. But March 2nd was the day that we found out that her grandma had cancer. And if you didn't watch the last video, I've known Chloe her whole life, and I grew up with her grandmother as my grandma. So as soon as Chloe found out, she called me and told me what was going on.
Didn't you know before Chloe or no?
I did not know before. So Chloe texted me telling me that she has cancer.
I don't even think that's gonna look good.
And it's just been a roller coaster from there. She got flown up to Albany Med last week, and she was up there for almost a full week because she had sepsis. They found her unresponsive. I found out she was flown up to Albany Med before Chloe did.
Yeah.
Because her aunt called my mom.
And I also found out information about it too from my grandpa.
Yeah.
But you knew about the hospital thing. I didn't know it was her that my grandpa was talking about.
Yeah.
That my grandpa told me.
So my mom was called. She left work early, came home, was rushing around to grab stuff and change just in case she was gonna be going up there. But I went with her. We went to Chloe's aunt's house, and don't mind the blue light. She's
Sorry, guys.
doing her
Yeah,
nails
I'm doing my nails.
in the truck. But went to her aunt's house. We were all talking about it. Chloe's mom is the one who found her grandma unresponsive with sepsis, and was the one who called the ambulance, and they brought her up to Albany Med. She was up there for a week. She just came home Thursday, and she's now in hospice. But
It was
Monday.
Oh.
Yeah, so Monday night, I got a text saying that it was time to say goodbye, either that day or the next day. And then last night, she texted me a screenshot of what her mom had said to her to Destiny this morning.
I also have it with Chloe.
And Chloe sent it to Destiny. So her mom texted her, she's still with us, but she's got fluid in her lungs and doesn't sound good. I know this is gonna sound messed up, but you know we aren't doing anything for her. So when she passes, do you want me to come get you? So she or so you can say goodbye to her body before they take her to get cremated. And then Chloe said yes. And then she asked, how long do you think we have? And it was, I don't know, it's really hard to say. So,
You can just put it right there.
there's that. So, I ended up not going to work this morning. I was supposed to. I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning, literally throwing up from stress and being so upset over it. And I texted my boss. I was like, hey, just to let you know, like, I woke up throwing up this morning, so I'm not going to come to work just in case, because I don't want to get anybody else sick if I am sick. But I texted my assistant manager that, and then I texted my actual manager. I texted both of them that, actually. I texted the group chat that I have with them that, and then I texted my actual manager because I'm close with him. My dad's friends with him from the firehouse. So I texted him. I was like, hey, just wanted to let you know what's going on and like why I was like sick this morning. And so I explained it all to him, and he was like, it's okay. I may just have to wait to give you time and attendance, which, if you guys don't know what that is, I work for New York State Parks, and we get time and attendance, which basically means we just get paid vacations, paid sick time, and I think we get a raise as well with it. But he was like, I may just have to switch that, or like may have to push that back until things get back on track for you. And he was like, just hang in there, kid. If you need anything, you can text me, call me, whatever. I was like, all right, thank you, like, I appreciate it, whatever. But that's what's going on. That's why we haven't been posting really, or really editing. We've just been trying to like figure out what's going on, and we've just been trying to hang in there. And
then this happened, you know.
Yeah, first my grandma thing happened yesterday. Actually, no. Her hurting herself happened first yesterday. And then my grandma thing happened yesterday. And
the grandma thing has been going on
since March. So, and we were all well aware that she was going to pass, or she is going to pass eventually. But it still hurts
to hear about it.
To hear it. But I've been looking at it in a way of, she's going to be in a better place. She's not going to be in pain anymore.
Chloe's trying to get in that place, because when I texted her, when she sent me that screenshot, I said, I'm sorry. And she's like, I know, but it's for the better.
Yeah.
Like, she's trying to put her head in that place.
And she should.
Right.
But I've been thinking about it as this is just another part of God's plan for all of us.
And it's also just life.
And it's life. It's gonna happen. Like, we're all going to die eventually. So, like, I've just been like looking at it like that, and looking at it from the perspective of, she's not going to be in pain anymore. She's not going to need all of this medical stuff anymore.
She's going to be all better.
She's going to be better and in a better place with people who have already passed away in that family who love her just as much as the rest of us do. And she'll get to see them all again. I'm just kind of trying to look for the good in the situation, even though it is a really bad situation to be in, and it sucks, And sometimes it's really, really hard to keep my head in that position, or like in that mindset. But my head always goes back to that mindset, and it always will. That's just how I look at everything that has happened. Like, the people that have passed away in my life, that's how I look at it, is they're no longer in pain. They no longer have to deal with all the stuff that happens. Just been kind of, I've always really had the mindset of, like, they're in a better place. They're no longer in pain. They no longer have to go through the stuff that they're going through and deal with the stuff that's going on in the world. And as much as it hurts, I know it's for the better. My head knows it's for the better. Am I ready for it? No. But nobody ever is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just
kind of just
letting it play out as it's going to. But that's it for my story time. My mom was on the phone with my grandma when she got home. And, like, when we got back, because we went to the store, because I had, like, the urge to go to the store and get ice cream sandwiches, like the ice cream cookie sandwiches. They didn't have the ones I wanted, but they had the Oreo ones, which is fine. Like, my mama was on the phone with my grandma when we got back from the store, and she was like, "Where are you going now?" I was like,
well, I said we're gonna go film.
Yeah,
she
but then
asked where my crutches were.
Yeah, and then she asked again, where are you guys going? I was like, we're gonna go film a YouTube video in a random parking lot, like we normally do. And she was like, my grandma asked what, like,
our channel was called? Is that what it was?
No, she asked a YouTube video, and then she, like, asked, like, what our YouTube channel was and whatever. And Mommy goes, I don't know. Go watch it. Or, like, she was like, what do they film? Like, and she was like, I don't know, go watch it. And my grandma goes, I don't have YouTube. Said, good, she doesn't need YouTube. She doesn't need to watch our YouTube channel. She's not gonna like the curse words that come out of my mouth. And she goes, you act like grandma hasn't heard the rest of her grandkids swear. I was like, yeah, but I'm grandma's little princess. She don't need to hear those words coming out of my mouth. And then my mommy started laughing and told my grandma that I said that. My grandma started laughing too, but
Sorry, Grandma.
my bad, grandma.
No, it is.
Hey, we'll be right back.
Hi,
Hey guys, we're walking into Wally World to go to the bathroom. She's using her crutches.
I gotta fix the height on these things.
It's so funny watching her use crutches. It's hilarious.
Shut up.
It's so funny. I'm so sorry, but it is.
I have like a little hunchback. I have a hunchback. I can't help it. Okay. When I get in here,
That door won't open. It's no. Come on, this is so funny. Oh my god. She's gonna crash one of them. Am I gonna have to take her crutches? What? We're just going to the bathroom.
right. I don't care. I'm tired of freaking using it.
There she is. Oh my god, here we fucking go. This shit's so funny. Yeah, and I don't want to walk in front of you because you're a bad driver. Okay, don't run into anything, please.
Come on. This is me, like, practicing the drive.
Yeah, except the pedals are down there in a car and not up there.
It's okay. It's teaching me how to turn.
Guys, please. This is so dramatic.
I'm not dramatic.
You are
I
dramatic.
just don't understand pain.
No, you just don't know how to use crutches.
It's not that I don't know how to use them. It's just I just don't want to use them.
You don't know how to use them.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Clearly you don't.
Bro, if I see someone in here that knows me, I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna laugh.
I'm gonna cry so bad.
I'm gonna laugh so hard. Guys, this is so funny.
It's not funny. I'm going so slow.
Yeah, because those things go so slow. Bye, Destiny. What happened, Destiny? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out when I edit the video. But we are in fact gonna show Vicky this. But now we're gonna go in the bathroom, so we'll be back in a minute. It's so funny. Guys, we're out of the bathroom. No, you're gonna run into
They
me.
see me rolling. Trying to get me raw and dirty.
We'll be right back. I'm gonna send a video of her doing this to my boyfriend really quick.
I'm having too much fun with this. I have too much power.
Jesus Christ. Okay, guys, we're back. Again. Over there. I sent the video to my boyfriend, and now she's back on her crutches. So, now we're going back to the truck. I'm gonna have to put... Did you just almost fall?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta be careful.
My foot hurts. My thigh hurts.
I know it does, but that's because you keep walking without your crutches, and it's making it worse.
The fact that the Tylenol wore off too.
Yeah, I know.
And I had ibuprofen that wore off.
Well, okay, never mind. She's got it. It's a wee bit cold. But we're back in the truck. So we're gonna, I don't know, talk for a little bit, I guess.
While I finish.
But yeah, so moral of the story, me and him are official, and y'all will meet him eventually once he gets comfortable enough to be in the videos. I may just force him to be in one.
Right. I was just about to say that. I said we probably will just force him to be in one of them. If we're being honest.
Yeah. We asked Chloe the other day if she wanted to be in one, and she was like, yes. Said, okay, and then we never filmed because he showed up as we were getting in the truck to leave.
Film. Because we
To
also had
come
to pick
film.
stuff up too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
We were supposed to pick up
We were supposed to pick up water and then never did.
because we got two
We got
Very
sidetracked,
sticking up. It's right here.
which is right here. Oh, this is our joint TikTok account up here, and this is our joint Instagram account as well. So go follow both, and
Hopefully you guys do actually follow it.
hopefully, but we will be right back. Hey guys, it's Bri. God, I'm at work right now, so Destiny's not with me, but I figured I'd let y'all know what's going on as of now. Friday after work, well, I was still at work actually. I was leaving the office, which is where I am right now, but
I was leaving. I had a really bad gut feeling all day Friday that something bad was gonna happen or had already happened, and it was probably 10 minutes before I got off of work. Chloe called me about her grandma, and I had already locked up and done everything that I needed to do for closing the office. And as I was walking out of the door, she calls me, and it was an immediate red flag that she was calling me and not FaceTiming me or just texting me, because that's what she normally does. So as soon as she called me, I knew something was wrong. But she told me that her grandma is gone. I held it together for a little bit until I got off the phone with her. I called my boss. I was like, hey, so I just got the call. They just called me and told me that she passed away. There's a possibility, as long as my coworker is here, I'm calling out tomorrow. And he was like, all right, that's fine. You're fine. Take care of you, like, hang in there. Are you okay to drive home? It's like, yeah. So figured I'd just update you guys on that since I'm editing the video right now. But hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
Alright guys, we're back. She's done with her nails.
They're very cutesy, very demure.
Alright, we are now gonna go home, and I'm gonna start editing this video and finish editing the other one so we can get the other one posted. But we will see y'all in the next one. We love you.
Yeah. You know what? I like to play it.